All right, guys, good morning. Today is April 16th. It's Monday US session, and we are live and direct, ready to do some technical analysis for all the followers that's been out there keeping up to date with what I have going on. If you haven't already, go on ahead and follow me on Instagram at TimoJoel. All right, and that is at Joel on Instagram. Okay, just to give you guys a quick preview and keep you guys up to date on what we have going on. So the last couple weeks we've been reviewing Aussie versus the New Zealand dollar. And as you guys know, I've stated in previous videos that I've been waiting for this psychological level of 1.0500 to be tapped. And as you see, last week's candle literally tapped our psychological support level of 1.0500. And we've been making higher lows for months now, or for years now, actually for the last 3 years. Higher low, higher low, higher low. Watch my previous videos for the full analysis on the higher time frame breakdown, as I want to start getting into dissecting what's going on right now. Okay, so right now we had last week's candle closes as a bullish indecision candle. Almost looks like a spinning top or some type of doji, which I'll get into later. But the bottom line is that 1.0500 has been tapped and rejected heavily, as well as the bullish trend line. Now let's drop down to our daily time frame. Now this is what interests me even more, is that Friday's candle closure engulfed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6 candles. And if you know your bullish engulfment rules, whenever it engulfs 5+ candles, that's a valid setup with stops 10 to 15 pips below that level. So I'm not in just yet, as I'm waiting for further bullish confirmation. But this is the daily time frame. And as you see, we could be in for a nice bullish run, as this level here, if you watch my previous videos, is our 78.6% fib level. But watch the last videos to catch up on that, okay? Now let's drop down to our 4-hour time frame. So 4-hour time frame, as you see, we've been making, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. And this is an extremely bearish downtrend. So we have to zoom in first. And go on ahead and take our first trend line from here on down. And normally I don't like to go through the wicks to normally I don't like to go through the wicks to form my trend line, but this one actually makes sense. So let's take a look here. As you see, on a 4-hour time frame, we broke this trend line here, and we are in a consolidation zone. Okay, so we want to highlight this structure here, guys. We want to highlight this structure here and bring it on out, because this is where price is ranging from, okay? Price, whenever it breaks, it needs time to think, okay? It needs time to think. Just because it breaks a trend line and engulfs and holds above a support level does not mean that your decision of direction is accurate. So it needs time to think, and we need further confirmation that this is the trade we want to take. And by doing that, what we need to happen on a 4-hour time frame, of course, we broke the trend line and we came down to retest it. You see that? Okay. What we need to happen now is for this price structure box to break. That way we can start taking our Fibonacci tools out, A, B, C off the 38.2 and the trend line to our D extension of 1.0640. So this week I will be targeting 1.0640. I might even drop down to lower time frame levels like the 1 hour and 2 hour for a break of this price structure box here to target this. But I won't be taking my take profits here because I see a much larger swing going on, guys. I mean, we could shoot up to my ultimate target on Aussie versus the New Zealand dollar, ultimate target. And normally I don't share my targets with people, but since you guys are showing me so much love on YouTube, I want you guys to remember this. 1.0750 is my ultimate target on Aussie versus the New Zealand dollar. If we don't see it this week, we'll definitely see it next week. So when I get a break of this price structure, most likely I'll be going long with my first position 1.0640 and my ultimate target of 1.0750. So looking at where price is at now, we could be talking about anywhere between 180 to 200 pips. Okay. I still need more to unfold as I need a nice trend line to break out, more ABCD patterns, etc. But for right now, I mean, this looks awesome, guys. This price structure where it's at, this bullish leg is forming. We could definitely be catching the bottom of a nice bull trend. So let's stay up to date on that. I'll keep you guys updated every single morning on my Instagram live feed. So go on ahead and follow me. But this is awesome, guys. I mean, this price structure, we could be in for a nice run, okay? So stay up to date on that. 1.0750 is my ultimate target. And let's just watch this together to see what she does. But I'm expecting for price to hold outside the trend line, break this price structure, and start our bullish trend. So we'll see. Now, I'm also monitoring Euro versus the yen this week. I haven't traded this pair in a long time, but this is what interests me on Euro versus the yen, right? So as we see, we have a base here of... So as we see, you know, on the weekly time frame, we've been bullish since June of 2016, as we have, you know, a higher low here, a higher high, and we could be in for another higher low around this level right here. As 3 weeks ago we engulfed the previous candle, we do have a reversal formation here, and the last 3 weeks we have been bullish. But as you guys see, the 132 level here that I have marked as a support level consolidated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 weeks before it finally lifted off, right? And then we broke back below. And now last week's candle popped its head right above this level, which interested me in maybe going long. So let's drop down to the daily time frame. Okay, on the daily time frame, you know, you have no trend line from here, you know, down, like drawing your trend line from here. This really isn't a good trend line. You don't have too many points of contacts. So what I am going to do on the daily time frame is this. I'm going to take my trend line from somewhere up here straight through here. Okay. One thing I look for when I draw my trend line, guys, is this. You know, you have 1 wick, you have 2, 3, 4 wicks. We had a break right here. We had a nice retest, lift off, bullish break, retest 132, and we could be, in fact, ready for takeoff. As we had our retest here, we could be getting ready to even go higher. I'm thinking 134, somewhere around this level. But I need a little bit more to happen. Okay? Now, and I'm still monitoring this pair, guys. As it's Monday, the markets are starting to find its base, its platform, what direction it wants to go in. But that's the daily time frame. Once again, popped a counter trend line, popped our head above 132, a nice psychological level, retested. We've consolidated for a few days, and it looks like she wants to go higher. Let's go on ahead and look at lower time frames. Now, in the 4 hour, now the 4 hour is clear as day, guys. Let me take these off for you. So the 4 hour is clear as day. What I also want to do is take my last retracement, which was right here around the 12757 level. I want to take this low. I want to take it up to our high. Okay. Another thing that caught my eye, guys, is this. She retraced down to the 78.6% level. 78.6. She knocked it 1, 2, came close on the third time, and then shot up. Okay. Which shows a sign of trend continuation, since this level right here was rejected, which could be our last support level here. So that's huge, guys. Whenever a pair rejects the 78.6% level after the last retracement, you take it from the low to the high. It shows signs of trend continuation, which we are in a bullish trend on euro versus the yen. We just have to be careful, guys, with all the fundamentals coming out right now. Attacks against Syria, China, all types of different things going on in the world. We just have to be careful for the big news release announcements. Now, on the 4 hour as well, she's starting to form a nice bullish trend. So I could take my trend line from here to here, right? I could slap my moving averages on here and watch 132 as well as this trend line for more of an upside momentum move. If I take my fib from my A level to my B level on my 4 hour, you got A, B. This could be our C coming close to our 38.2. 133.50 and 134 is going to be my target levels for this week, but I'll be watching her a little closer. I haven't just jumped in the markets and just taken a trade. We have to watch this level and make sure that momentum is on our side. We have our confirmations. So I'll definitely be looking at euro versus the Japanese yen this upcoming week, guys. This is a nice bullish trend happening. So as long as we could break, as long as we could stay above, as long as we could stay above 132.50, as we have retested 132 already, broke above, retested, bullish engulfment, another higher low here. We have 132.50 now holding as support. A higher low right here. A higher low right here on the 2 hour time frame. And you guys will notice how when you drop down from the weekly, it gives you your overall direction. Drop down to your daily. It should support the weekly direction. And your 4 hour or 2 hour time frames will open up your eyes to, different entries, different strategies. I mean, you could even take another trend line on your 2 hour from right here through right here. You have an inner trend line here, as you see last night. Last night, we broke below, people shorted here, and bullish momentum is on our side, right back to the 132.50 zone. I was actually watching that last night, and I also put a fib right here from high to low. And what do you say? We come close to the 78.6. We reject the 78.6 and the 61.8 on a 2 hour time frame. So 133.20 to 134 is some nice target levels for this week, as long as bullish trend holds. Okay, guys. Last but not least, we have AU, Aussie versus the dollar. So let's take a look, guys. So AU has been pretty choppy, but once again, just like Aussie versus the New Zealand dollar, guys, if you watch my previous videos, we have been in a bullish channel. Okay, we have been in a bullish, nice bullish price formation. Okay, so we could use that as our weekly channel. Zooming in on the weekly, Aussie versus the dollar has engulfed 1, 2, 3 bearish candles. Okay, tremendously. This is a very nice move. I actually caught, I think, 80 to 100 pips before I closed, waiting for this week to see if trend will continue. So we have that dropping down to the daily level. The daily level, if I take this wick to this wick, we have this trend line here, guys. We have to be careful of. This is why I closed my trade, because this is an either or trade. Nothing is guaranteed. So either price can break above, retest, lift off, or price can reject, retrace, break, and take off. Or price, let me draw it on for you guys. So price can either do this. It can, on a daily, it can break above, retest, take off, of course. It can break above, break back below, and give you some sort of choppy price action, then lift off. Or price can simply reject this and form a low. But following the weekly trend, the daily trend, we should be bullish. We should be bullish. So I'm liking what I see so far. I'll be watching this level where this trend line is at. Understand this, that we could use 7,750. This level here is our daily support level. 7,750 is our daily support level. As you guys see, we broke above 7,750 and we've just been retesting it. Friday's candle shot all the way up to, so our weekly highs are right here at 7,810. So that's our weekly highs. And as you notice, guys, this is a nice confluence zone here. So we have a weekly high and a trend line around this pocket here. So don't be surprised if price shoots up and then rejects it a little bit before lifting off. But what I need to see happen on a daily time frame, if I want to swing this, is I need price to, of course, break 7,810 and then come down and use it as a support level before going higher, maybe even testing 7,900. So we'll keep our eyes on this one, but let's go on ahead and drop to lower time frames to see what we have. Now on a 4-hour candle, 4-hour time frame, excuse me, if I take my low to my high on this structure, you guys see how the 27% extension level was hit to the T. I literally had my trade down here at 7,680 all the way up to the top of this this consolidation level, which was 100 pips. We swung high, hit this level. We should retest last week's highs, which is 7,810, as well as this trend line. So we'll see what we have here, guys. You also have on a 4-hour time frame, you also have a nice little trend holding here, bullish. So that could be used as more confirmation, as a level to hold. You have your sideways support. You have your support level of 7,750. You have major resistance around 7,800 to 7,810, which is last week's highs. So we definitely have to keep our eye on these levels, guys. Unless you know what you're doing to find trades on the lower time frames. I'm not too much of a scalper, but what I can show you is, look at this. As we broke below, bullish momentum. This is a 2-hour time frame. This isn't a head and shoulders A lot of rookies, first year into the markets, will say, "Oh, head and shoulders," and start shorting. You have to follow the rules, guys. You have to have as many confluences as you can. You have to follow the rules. You can't guess. You have to trade what you see. But that's going to conclude this week's analysis. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go on ahead and stay tuned on my Instagram at TimoJoel once again, and we'll see how these pairs unfold, and I'll keep you guys updated on my Instagram story feed as the pairs do unfold, what I'm looking at, etc. Please subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, family, whoever is trading with you guys. But I appreciate you guys tremendously. Thank you. Let's have a profitable, successful week. We are off to a great April. I will talk to you guys soon.